any special forces. Yet, you are one of the worst performing divisions within the entire group. Inconsistency in terms of events. Trials only seem to be happening from a single battalion, which is your armoured battalion, even though you have 2 other infantry battalions that are currently open. Your staff don't really seem to be helping out much. And just overall, it's been very, very lackluster. Now, I want to ask, can the 1MD command staff and staff please stand up? And I would like them to come to the front of the room. Waylon, do you know where the rest of your staff are, by any chance?
I mean, they all were aware of the meeting. I know Thonk has a weird time zone, so he's probably sleeping.
Where are the rest though?
I don't know.
For a division of 130 people plus, to only have 1 staff member in game, especially the division is meant to be the largest division in all of USM, that is a fucking shambles. Nothing less than a shambles. So I'm gonna say this to not just the 1MD staff, but also the 1MD command staff and also the Marine branch staff. I'm giving you 1 week to fix it. If it's not fixed within 1 week, then joint staff will be making some significant changes to 1MD's command team. You can take a seat now.
You can pass that information on to Lewis and Slime, by the way, if they're not here. Because the changes include changing the command. So we're not gonna, that's a warning. We're not gonna take fucking complaints after that of, oh, I was not notified, whatever. 1 week. That's all basically. Yeah, let's move on to the next division.
Force Recon, please stand up. You guys have been getting better. Not where we want you, but you're getting better. We've been seeing positive change so far within Forcon. However, it can get much better. So, your guys' goal is to really just start working on the activity aspect while also not losing any of the quality. You should be coordinating with your SFO and DSFO to help you out with that, as they are in their positions for a reason. So overall, I do not have much to say about you guys. I will come in next week and get you guys and check on your performance to see how that progress is continuing. But overall, let's just make sure we're keeping that slow progress going. You guys can take a seat.
Lux, why don't you have an XO yet? I'm pretty sure you don't have. Forcon does not have an XO. Alright, that's fine. Try finding an XO within this week, please. Because if you take all of the workload, you are gonna burn yourself out. Alright, yeah, that's fine. I'm just telling you, find an XO so you don't burn yourself out, because it can be tiring, so we don't want that. So, I mean, if he's good, or I don't care. That's all for my part. Okay, great. Let's move on.
Marine Corps military police staff, please stand up and come to the front. Yeah, that's fine, QI. So, in terms of comparing yourselves to the 2 RMPs, you are definitely the best performing MP out of the branch MPs. However, that does not necessarily mean good. Yes, you guys have been getting the most activity. However, only 66 members, and not only that, we're still seeing a lack of MP activity in game, and I understand that obviously the combat game heavily restricts you, and we know that you guys are primarily meant for the training bases. But we still need to see more presence from the team game. You guys are getting us, I believe, at least in the watch right now, you're fucking guys it. So, do you want to say that again? I'm waiting, Souls. Nothing to say? Then shut the fuck up. So overall, I need to see you guys more in game. The cuffs are in the talks. That's being coordinated by Liam in terms of where or not to add them. Liam Cripps are coordinating that side of things, so they will be able to give you guys an update on that very soon, hopefully. You guys need to be seated. Do we have either the CMC or the ACMC here? No? Okay, that's noted then. Fremont we don't need to talk about. Actually no, you know what? Fremont staff, stand up.
Come on, Fremont, come on. Come on, I know there's one here. Come on, stand up. Come on, let's go. I know there's a decent number here. Alright, stand on there. Yep, come on, stand on there. Alright, I think
Right, remain your Dignus. So before I talk about Fremont for a moment, let's go for every single division here. A division that hasn't even launched has managed to rally more staff than the majority of you, and maybe all of you. Yet each of your divisions are dozens of members large, possibly even hundreds of members large, depending on the division. It is not hard to get activity going. Yet you guys seem to always fail in that task at times. Now, back to Fremont. Obviously you guys are waiting to be launched. We have told the CMC and ACMC that they have approval from the joint staff to launch whenever they feel as if they can be launched. So we need you guys to coordinate with your Marine HQ and make sure that it's properly sorted out so we have a smooth launch with Fremont. In terms of its tryouts and that, we want to see a lot of tryouts ongoing when it launches, even if it means, for your first tryout, we can announce it within the USM server to maximise attendance. But overall, I have nothing else to say, really. Obviously, you guys now have a new CEO and assistant wing commander. We have full confidence that they will succeed in their positions and excel in those positions as well. You guys may be seated. Right. Can we have first Cav up on the stage? Now I will be brutally honest. You guys may be the dumbest fucking division I have ever seen. Not just in USM, but also in general. To shut down a division for 2 days because of 4 category names is one of the worst decisions I've seen, maybe even the worst decision I've seen taken by a division. If you agree, then why the fuck did you not say anything? I didn't see any one Cav staff report it. Then how did Army HQ not know? If you had a problem with it and you knew it was wrong, why didn't you go Army HQ? Did you DM Brooks? Did you DM Spy? Okay, the CSA may have left, but he still has a PCSA. Did you notify him? Well, if that's the case, then we're going to need to speak to your Army HQ about that. If they're not listening to the officers, then that's something that Army HQ needs to change. In terms of after you guys decided to have your fucking 2-day holiday, you guys have been lacking in tryouts, your events have been inconsistent, you guys seem to have rebellious staff again, you guys seem to have rebellious members again. So tell me, where the fuck is it going wrong? The staff, and what are you doing then? You're part of that staff team, what are you doing to play your part? The thing is, though, Warren, when your high comm are making fucking ridiculous decisions, it is hard to keep them in place. We are not going to reward absolute fucking morons sitting at CG and DCG and shutting down divisions over fucking names, category names, in a server. You understand? But I'm going to set you guys some goals. Obviously, you guys are going to be getting a new CEO EXO very soon, as Tristy and Philly were removed from their positions for just pure incompetency. There's no other way to put it for them. We're going to get you guys...
just like,
Go on.
sorry, just as a warning, an example for everyone else, all the CEOs especially that are here, you are not to ever shut down the operations in your divisions unless you have permission from your branch staff and unless you have a very fucking solid reason. Because you're putting at risk the activity of a lot of other factors. So never again. Use someone as an example. Their CEOs got fired. Yeah, Solar.
Can someone live stream? Because I'm not in game, so I can't see what's being said.
If someone would be willing to live stream, that'd be good.
Yeah, I got you.
I got you, Solar.
Let me put it this way, though.
That's all I was gonna say.
One Cav went from the most active division in Army to less active than fucking 5th Special Forces Group, who I'm going to get onto very soon. So I'm going to give you guys 2 weeks to sort out the activity. 2 weeks. If it's not sorted out by then, we're not just going after command staff, we're going after the actual staff. Do I make myself clear?
No, sir.
Right, you may be seated. First Armoured Division, stand up. Now, overall, for 1AD, I don't have much negative to say about you guys. You went from a staff exodus to somehow managing to completely make a U-turn on that. To not only staff being active, but also LRs being active. And to that I have to say congratulations. Each of you that have contributed towards that, you have been recognised, you will be recognised. So in terms of what that, well done. Your events have been consistent, your tryouts have been consistent, your VC activity has been consistent, your presence in game has been consistent. And I'm going to be honest, currently you guys are setting the example for the rest of the divisions. So, overall, I don't have anything negative to say about you guys currently. Obviously, we will be continuing our weekly progress checks. So, let's just make sure that keeps up, because we will notice if something changes in that department. You guys may be seated. Army MP, please come up. Army MP, please come up. In the BMG, please come up. I have one very simple question. Where
What's good?
the fuck is Army MP?
Alright, so AMP is, I mean, yeah, as you can tell, I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it, you know. AMP is the only division that, you know, we've seen like the worst change, you know, worst growth, and we will change that. I mean, it all comes down to, you know, the motivation of our command, AMP command, and so far they are not that motivated, and, you know, I'll make sure to change that in the
That's
upcoming
something
days.
then.
It's good.
The current DPM and PM of Army MP, are they new or have they been in their positions for a while?
They were chosen because of their experience. We have Venards. Venards is a long-standing member. He was in MP for like about, I don't know, over 4 months. So they were selected for their experience, of course, but they just haven't lived up to my expectations.
Well, could I say
Yeah.
something then?
Mm-hmm.
Start finding replacements for them.
Well, hopefully if we can talk some sense to them, we will, you know, try our best. If it does not happen, then we will go on with that option. Okay.
I didn't ask for another solution. We have seen enough with them. Even if it's not the XO that gets replaced, the PM must go.
I mean, hi, bro. We'll see. I'll let you know after this meeting.
Right, you may be seated.
Got it.
Staff SFG, please stand up. 2 people, okay. Okay, so a couple of things.
What the fuck do you mean I'm still here, bro? Shut up.
So a couple of things with FSFG. You guys have been very, very, very inconsistent. I wouldn't even say inconsistent, I would say just downright shit, currently. We've not seen any improvement ever since the previous CEO decided to kamikaze the division right down to the bottom of SF divisions. So let me ask you guys something. What are you guys doing to fix it? Okay. And how's recruitment going? Really well? Elaborate a bit further. Yeah, that's fine if you guys are being strict, because you guys are special forces at the end of the day. But it also means because you guys are being strict, you guys kind of need to be hosting more trials to make up for it. So that we can begin more people in without sacrificing the quality of FSFG. You understand? That's fine. I need to see more from you guys though, because right now, you are currently, I would say, the least active of the special forces divisions. I'm not sure what the SFO and DSFO have done to address it. They will be called up. You may host daily events, but we're still not seeing that. Increase. We're not seeing that increase in activity across the board. Like, I think yesterday, for example, JSF hosted a joint patrol, and I think only a maximum of 2 or 3 SFG turned up. Meanwhile, Forcon brought 12, 13, 14 people. We need to see more from you guys, simply put it. There's no other way of putting it. You two can be seated. Right. Army representatives, please stand up. Catman, to the right hand side of Brooks. So in terms of Army Progress overhaul as a branch, you only have one division that is actually performing to standards and exceeding its expectations. Meanwhile, you guys, obviously 2 of the divisions you don't have direct control over, but they are still part of Army, which means they reflect upon your work as well, as you do have some say over them. One cav obviously decided to do what they done without notifying you guys, but at the same time, you guys should be knowing that. That's something that like you should be knowing and going and seeing and realizing, hey, why is there no events going on in one cav? Why is there no trials going on in one cav? You gotta take notes of that. And also, the officers within one cav that were saying you guys were ignoring them. Is that true? So you're telling me the one cav staff are lying?
If you look in the chat, he's saying he's talking to Spec, not us.
Then why was he talking to Spec though, instead of you guys?
I don't know. You can ask him. I don't know his reasoning.
Well, you guys need to start talking to the staff more often then. Let them get comfortable with you, so they actually feel as if they can approach you guys. So, you guys have your tasks. I want to see them done. You guys have a maximum of 2 weeks to get Army back on track. One of these already doing fine. The 3 other divisions though, 2 of them you're going to need to collaborate with the RS with, and the other one you have direct say over. And that's one I'm going to be paying attention to closely. You may be seated. Empower Rescue, please stand up. One person. Man boy, where's the rest of the stuff? Why would it get out? Okay. So you're going to be representing PJs then. Okay. Your division overall has been performing well, I would say. You guys have been averaging for your raids and your operations and your joint defense. You guys have been averaging between 10 to 20, which is good numbers for special forces. We don't expect special forces to have obviously a high member count. You guys do have a decently high member count with over 100, which is nothing wrong with that. Obviously, you guys manage that. Events have been seeming fine. Your squadrons have been filled up. The 2 squadrons that you have open, I believe. So overall, I don't have anything negative to say. However, I would like to also see, again, with the 2 special forces divisions as well, same goes for you guys. Let's just keep that consistency in terms of recruitment going. Because we have loads of players coming into the game now, and that needs to be taken advantage of. Right, you may be seated. Tactical Air Command, please stand up. Okay, so obviously we're still waiting for a couple of things within the main group to be fixed, right? Not the lower ranking stuff, specifically the rank and above, because the rank lines are a little bit messed up. Not the rank lines, the rank IDs are a little bit messed up in that, so we're just waiting for Vex to fix them. And while that may affect the staff, it doesn't affect the low ranking personnel. Yes, we've seen events, and I will not deny that. But at the same time, it's been very inconsistent. Just today, for example, there was a 16-hour gap between your events. So could I ask, why? Why is this the case?
We are missing staff in the other time zones. Most of our staff is concentrated towards the EST time zone rather than GMT and AST.
I understand that, but at the same time, and obviously people have commitments and that on the weekend, and we understand that. But we're still talking about a 16-hour gap. If you were an enlisted member within TAC and you saw it took 16 hours for the next event to be hosted, how do you think you would react to that?
Well, not very well, so we'll work on getting that fixed.
I mean, I'm actively rewriting the flight school right now too, so.
Furthermore, your tryouts, they've not really been, they were very, very good last week. This week, though, what has happened is it's slowed down significantly. Significantly slowed down. So we need to see that increase in tryouts. You guys need to coordinate with your squadrons and your 1 HQs on that, because arguably you are probably going to be one of the most attractive divisions for just a normal member of the USM, because if they go in the Vietnam game, there's a few things they see. They see helicopters, they see tanks, and they see jets. And you guys get decent attendees for your tryouts. You guys get about 4 or 5 attendees at your tryouts. Yet it seems as if you guys are not having enough of them.
We need to get more people through the flight school is the problem.
Right, so what's being done about that as well?
We're rewriting most of our docs after that rank structure overhaul, so yeah, flight school will be fixing. We're just waiting for the docs.
Okay. Well, let's make sure that happens within the next few days, because I don't want to see TAC slowing down, considering you guys have done very good last week. Just really hit a wall this week and can't really find your way around it. So we need to see that improved, okay?
Yep, we'll definitely work on that. It's just that, now that 3 is also getting jets, we're losing a lot of the traction, so.
I would argue that that's going to be a good thing for you, because it's going to provide you guys much needed competition.
Yeah, I understand.
Because you guys are no longer in a safe position where you can be like this. We are the only ones to offer jets. You know, having our division is going to offer jets, which means you guys need to make yourself stand out against Fremont.
Yeah, I think that's also partially the reason why we saw that drop off in recruitments. Even if our staff are still hosting them, we're just seeing less of them because of the attraction that Fremont gets. In the past week, we've also seen a bunch of discharges for people who are looking for, Fremont, because everybody's excited for it, and we're going to work on getting the entire division back on track, though. I would also say, though, that usually whenever a new division comes out, you're going to get a lot of people like that. Mm-hmm. Give it 2 weeks, a month, and a lot of them will end up going back. But you guys need to be consistent with your tryouts, okay? Yep, I understand.
Right, you guys may be seated. Can Air Force representatives please stand up? Redacted, I'm going to be fully honest here. I, myself, and JS have not seen you around, helping to support your divisions.
Yes, kill him! Kill him! Kill him!
Dolo, can you please remain quiet? You haven't been seen much by JS, and obviously you guys have your separate group chats and that. But in terms of just communication, like for example in the Air Force General Staff or within the Air Force comm servers, we're not seeing much from you at all. We're maybe seeing a few messages here and there, and we're seeing your CMSAF a lot. We're seeing him engaging. We're not seeing you though, and we're also not seeing your deputy. And I understand your deputy is a developer, which obviously takes away responsibilities. But if that's the case, then why see your deputy? I'm waiting for an answer. Can all Marine staff also please stand just behind the table? All staff within the Marine Corps, please stand behind the table as well. I'm going to ask you guys something. Not that side, the other side. Ignis, our side. All Marine staff, that side of the table.
Oh, come on, Graham, just this side. Yep, get it, man.
But that, is he truly helping you though? He's meant to be your deputy. If he's not there to assist you, then he is not doing a good job as a deputy. It's as simple as that. Rain staff, I want a yes or no from this question that I would like to give you guys. Do you have confidence in your CMC? A yes or a no?
Yes.
Okay. All staff remain seated except one MD staff. One MD staff, do you guys have confidence in your CO? Okay, you guys can go and remain seated. Army staff, please stand up. And please stand in front of the table. All army staff. I know there's more of you guys here. Redacted. As I was saying, if he's not going to be there to help you, you need to maybe look for a new deputy. I will give you the benefit of the doubt, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he is busy and he is coming back, but when he comes back, he needs to be helping, okay? You may remain seated. Rod, redacted, you can be seated. Army staff, do you have confidence in your CSA? Do you have confidence in your VCSA? Okay, you guys can remain seated. Air Force security, please come to the front. So you guys are currently the second best performing MP. But there's a big margin to close between you and Marine Corps Military Police. You may have very similar member counts, but in terms of activity, they have been very much superior so far. But I have confidence that you guys can turn it around. So I'm going to first ask, who's the highest ranking member here between you three? Okay, Ledge. What are you doing to address the sort of inconsistent in terms of your recruitment? Because I'm seeing lots of propaganda from you guys, but I'm not seeing much recruitment. Okay. That's understandable. So it's just waiting for them to come through. Right, understand. Can all MP staff please come to the front? Every single member of the military, please. I'm going to ask a question. Do you believe that the Joint MP School is working to the benefit of each of your branch MPs? Yes or no? Okay. Do you guys believe that separate military police schools would be more beneficial to MP as a whole? Yes or no? And do you believe that military police HQ are properly assisting you guys as branch MPs? Okay. You guys may be seated. So I'm now going to go over some general concerns with the divisions as a whole. If you guys have been in game very recently, and I'm assuming you guys have, because if you haven't, then what the fuck are you doing? You would have seen that we've been getting a consistently high number of raiders in game. We're not talking about 5, 6 raiders, we're getting at least 10 to 15 on average nowadays. And you know what else I'm also noticing? Consistently, USM are failing to show up in game. We are getting the raiders. You guys asked for the combat map. And so far, you guys are very much underperforming. In terms of recruitment, it's been extremely lackluster across the board. Activity has also been lackluster. Events in game, there's only been a couple of divisions doing it. So let me ask you, why are you not playing the game? Go ahead, Block. I want everyone speaking. Why are you not playing the game?
Yeah, can I ask just one thing? In regards to game activity.
Go ahead.
Like, a lot of people play on the NBA team in game. With the fact that you can switch your team on the NBA team. Like, for example, during the raid we had, like, half of the USM team just switched the NBA and were playing as that. So there's a lot of time there is USM in game, just playing on NBA. That's not everyone, there's still issues of people not getting on, but like, that is part of the fact that you don't see our people on USM team, people just getting USM constantly getting shit on.
Yes, and with 3MO we have to be on the NBA just to get our jets too, so that also factors in.
Development are working on the technology for 3MO.
Ultimately, if you think about the NBA group, they've got like a lot of new members, a lot of them have been from USM, and they've been told, some people have been told, oh, you're not allowed back in USM, but you're allowed back in the NBA group. So they're thinking, oh, maybe fuck USM, I'll go join this NBA group and I'll go put some extra effort into that. So it's in the sense that that NBA group and raiders have the advantage of having that motivation. Yeah, some divisions and some people have that motivation. It's not universal. It's not across the whole board. And there's not really anything to be motivated about in these, type of events because there's nothing really major. There's no actual conflict. There's no actual raids. There's nothing planning. What made it unique in the past is that I'm not saying that Vex would get directly involved, but when Vex was called JFK Party, he had his meetings with his joint chief of staff. They decided, all right, we need to deal with this in that way. We're gonna have operations with this and that. All the divisions were implemented. MP would go into the embassy and secure it. SF would go into some random little village and kill some random guy by intelligence. Aviation divisions would fly. TAC would provide support. You know what I mean? But we need them key events, and then we also need key people to lead in events. It can't. So for example, Matrix. It can't always be you leading the events. I'm not saying that you do. It can't always be Salah. It can't always be Thomas. It needs to be everyone. Everyone has a job.
We are looking at ways
yeah, you can oversee it. But you really need to let everyone else cook. You need to let Hufflepuff cook. You need to let everyone cook. You need to let Chris cook. You need to let Chris cook. You need to let. So
we are looking at ways.
Yeah,
We are looking.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I hope that makes it clear, and I hope that everyone else here agrees with my point.
We are looking at ways to start implementing consistent raids on the FOB. We're looking at ways that we
Because
can
you
engage more
can't,
with other groups.
I don't know. You can say, oh yeah, we want to war with these guys, but if we want to organise and stuff, you know, ultimately it's gonna have to be us. It can't be you or Mick or like Liam or Salah being saying, oh yeah, we're gonna ride this, we're gonna do that and that. Or you can't solely give our MacV. You have to let the divisions have their say. The divisions do their stuff. Ultimately, that's what makes that sense of community. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to war against these guys. SF's gonna fucking go into that little village. 1AD and 1TB are gonna go in their fucking tanks, kill everyone. 1D's gonna throw bodies. You know what I mean? Aviation guys are gonna fly, provide that support. It just gives everyone that sense of purpose and unity. Which, you know, yourself and Vex have been complaining about. You know, there's no community, there's no sense of like unity. When we can make it, it can happen.
You know what?
Events like larger scale, like war.
Let me say something. Okay, so
it sounds very large, but you know.
I know what you mean. Okay, but the thing is that this group, it suffered a lot of, backflashes, especially when it came to the Strike Games change. Everything fully changed, and people start losing confidence. This group back then, right, when you brought the name USM 1960s, we had a lot of confidence in this group. Like the officers, we used to be proud. Everybody used to be proud of being part of this group. But we lack confidence. We lack passion. If you want to bring to this group activities, people showing willingness, attending events, doing shit, they need passion, and we've clearly lost that over the past few years. So what I would say is, we need to all start working with each other. This is what I mean. It takes time, especially with the current game that we got. We need to build our passion again. We need to actually bring back the old name to this group. And we just by saying, oh yeah, this group is gonna die, blah blah blah, shit talking the group, right? It's not gonna get anything fixed up. It's gonna get everything worse. So it's all about the unconscious, the unconscious mind that you guys keep thinking that this group is not gonna succeed. I'm telling you, we are one of the 1% groups of this group after that many years that still survive. You get me, right? So we need to all work with each other. We all need to give everything to bring this community. Be like, oh yeah, when you bring up the name JFK card or like that, they be like, okay, this group, it's back. It's fully back. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we need to do that again.
Matrix, do you have a response before I say one final thing?
I would like to say that we are working to. You hear me?
My point. We're kind of proving the point that there are people here. You see everyone inside this room. I'm not saying that they're gonna like, oh yeah, we're all gonna put 100% of our fucking work in. We're gonna put ourselves into it. Blah blah blah. I'm saying all these people didn't have to turn up in game. They didn't have to join this VC. They're willing to put the work in. And let's say, I don't know, let's say Slime starts doing stuff, and he's like, oh yeah guys, come on, we need to do this. And then Guy might be like, oh shit, Slime's doing something. I'm gonna go join him doing that. And then this guy's gonna see Guy doing something. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. You need that sense of unity. You need that sense of cause. It's like a chain reaction. You
said you didn't have to hear about what's mandatory.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for my delay.
Right, you were here for the past.
You're not the important one here. You're Mr. LSA security man.
Hello, man.
Well, here is background check, investigation. So, continue.
Okay. Kretz would like to say something. Kretz, come to the stage.
Yeah. So.
Can you make my man shy?
So there was a question about development and people asking the things that were missing in the game for you guys to be motivated enough to play the game. And I just made a couple notes and want to talk about the things that you mentioned, which thankfully enough are already things that we're already working on and that we have planned. Let me put the light down. So first of all, the jets. The thing with the jets, so we had to add limits to the jets, as everyone knows. And the thing with the jets is that we had to test not test, because we knew that the performance of the game, since it's really old, like it's about 4 years old or something. So since it was such an old game, we had to test the limits of the jets and see how they work. And we're still running into some performance issues with the jets. However, they're doing a lot better than the ones we had in the past. So we're hoping to incrementally be able to increase that limit and to make